Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that nights are drawing in, the days are getting cooler. We need to start thinking about winter protection and what are we going to do to look after our exotic and subtropical plants. Well, let me tell you, winter is on its way, and if we don't do anything, these plants are going to be damaged. And in this video, I particularly want to talk to you about how to overwinter the hardy banana Musa basjoo. Now, Musa basjoo is arguably the most impressive, the most architectural and the most tropical looking of all of your garden plants, and because of that we want it to look its best year after year. Now, yes, you can just leave it, you don't need to do any winter protection, because as you know and I know, this plant is root hardy and those roots will go down to about -12, possibly even more. Not that I'm going to risk that. So if you did nothing then and the pseudo-stems all died back, then come the spring you will get new growth, and by the end of that subsequent season your plant will be roughly the same size as it was the season before. But if you want to have your plant in best condition, to give it the opportunity where it can flower and even fruit, and they will do in this country, then you need to give it some protection in order to let it overwinter as strong as it can possibly be. Let's go and have a look. Now, we're not quite ready yet to start taking the old knife to the banana, but we will do in about 4 or 5 weeks when the first frost comes. So what we need to do, come the first frost, all this foliage, this glorious foliage is going to get knackered, and what we want to do is we cut it, and I'll show you we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it right where it reaches the stalk, right where it reaches the stalk, and we're going to chop it down to where these sort of like these openings up here. We're going to take it down to here. So that's going to be quite a lot of waste. So everything, all these leaves get cut off. We do not leave the leaves on. We don't leave the leaves on any of the bananas that we overwinter. And the reason why we do this, at least that I believe we do this, is because there's a lot of foliage here. You get damage in the foliage, and in cold, wet conditions you can get a higher risk of fungal infections getting into the plant and damaging it. So by removing all the leaves, it reduces the risk of overwintering disease, because especially with that Abyssinian banana, you can get root rot, so we don't want that. So now we're going to cut all that off. We want to keep these pseudo-stems really, because it's going to give you the height for next year. And it's got so much packed in there. You don't want to waste all the energy of the roots rebuilding these. So we're going to keep these intact. We're going to take off the leaves, and if we think it's going to get quite cold, you know, below -12, then we can put a dry mulch on here. Anyway, that is as much as I'm going to talk about it for now. So we're going to leave it some time, wait for the weather to change, and then I'll come back out and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do to it.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Right, so first of all I'm going to remove all of these old leaves off, and what we're going to do, put a bit of speed in it so we don't waste anybody's time. Come on. Oi, that nearly hit me. Right, now the next thing I want to do is secure all these big posts into the ground, and then I'm going to put one of my baggies on top of it. Come.
Now, for the most part, that will actually do the trick, or at least it will do here on the south coast of England. Now, if you are further north, you could add another layer around the base there of horticultural fleece or landscape fabric to give another layer of protection. Or if you are further north, which is, does anyone really live there, then you could put a metal cage, a wire metal cage around that, and then backfill that with straw, so you've got excellent insulation against the cold. Anyway, thank you for watching how to, or at least how I, overwinter my hardy banana, Musa basjoo, otherwise known as the hardy or Japanese banana. Don't forget to subscribe. But if you have any other excellent tips that you'd like to let us know about, then please do so. Put them in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Yeah, you're still there. It's not my cup, it's Lorna's cup. Okay, well, if you're still there, then let's take this opportunity to say, don't forget to subscribe. I need 10,000 subscribers before I can open up my online YouTube garden store. So looking forward to doing that. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to press like. If you want to be notified of whenever we do a new video, don't forget to click that notification bell. I think that's about it, isn't it? Oh, that's a lovely cup of Yorkshire Chris. I mean, Yorkshire tea. Flipping Jungle George.